Hi, I'm Tati, and it's time for part 3 of As Old as Time. So far, this book has been exceeding my expectations. I've been really enjoying it. My predictions for the end, honestly, I don't know what's gonna happen. I want there to be a happy ending. I honestly don't even know if the beast is gonna become uncursed and turn back into a prince because it's a twisted tale. I don't know how twisted it's gonna be. Do I want him to become uncursed? Yes. Will he? I don't know. And I really want a happy ending. Because Belle's mom is alive at this point. I mean, she could have her mom, her dad, her prince, all her new friends from the castle. It could be amazing. The thing is, with the twisted tales I've read in the past, sometimes main characters that are main parts of the stories in the movies, which is what it's based off of, end up dying when they didn't die in the actual movie. So I'm worried for Maurice. Honestly, he's the one I'm worried the most for. I'm afraid he's gonna die. I could also see if like Lumiere or Cogsworth, like important characters but still side characters, I could see them dying. I don't want them to by any means. And I'm not sure if like anybody from the castle would die because they're in the castle right now. We're not there. We're actually leaving the castle at this point. But that's what I'm fearing and what I'm hoping for part 3. So let's get into it now that I've babbled all over the place. So wait, should I sort of recap where we are right now? Because I know Belle and the Beast are leaving the castle to go investigate, try to find out where the mom is, Rosalind, where she is, the enchantress, to break this curse, and try to just figure out what happened. So everybody in the castle is locked in the castle because of the spider web, so they're staying there. Maurice just got put into the asylum, which is where Rosalind is. I'm not sure what Gaston's next move is, because Gaston, his whole plan was to put him in the asylum. Oh man, he put him in the asylum. I was gonna say he put him in the asylum, but he doesn't believe that Belle has been taken by the beast, so he's not gonna go find her, except she's going back to the village at this point. So he's gonna find her because she's gonna go home, and he's gonna come up and be like, your father's in the asylum, marry me so that we can get him out. Okay, let's get right to it. I hate Gaston. I hate him so much. So the first chapter of part 3 is called The Play's the Thing. Well, the bookshop is burned down, which is just sad. However, Levi is possibly still alive, which is good. And also, they have been caught up to speed on, like, almost all of Rosalind's life. So we're making progress slowly through this mirror. The next chapter is called The Beast. Honestly, so when she went to the house, I was expecting Gaston to be the one inside, because we know. She doesn't know, but we knew. I wasn't expecting them to just outright kidnap her. But that's what happened. And then we got to see a little bit of the Beast's perspective, which was cool. And he's gonna save her eventually with reinforcements. Unless he goes back to the castle and gets his people, which are things right now, I don't know what reinforcements he's gonna be able to get as the Beast. But we'll see. The next chapter is called Papa. I don't remember how she says it in the movie. Okay, so Belle is... I am also confused in the same way Belle is, because why kidnap her and bring her to the asylum if he wants to marry her? I don't really understand that part, but her and her father are reunited and they are in the same building as her mother. It's possible if the rescue plan goes to plan, or if they can somehow make an escape plan, things can go well. But they're gonna go find out if she has magic. Everybody keeps saying she doesn't have any magic, so We're gonna see if that is correct. So Maurice does remember after seeing Rosalind. The next chapter is The Beast's Nightmare. Everything in the castle is dead? Excuse me? That better not be permanent. They'll come back. I don't know. Everyone in the castle might be dead. Or they might come back if the curse is broken. That's the option I'm hoping for. But it's a twisted tale, so they might be actually dead. Which would be very upsetting. The next chapter is Belle's Nightmare. Great. The biggest revelation in that chapter for us, because we already know that the leader of the asylum is Maurice's friend from back in the day. But the biggest revelation is that he's been using Gaston to spy on Maurice and Belle the whole time. And also, I guess Gaston doesn't know that Belle is in the asylum now. That could come in handy later on, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he could be turned to the good side to save her, because he likes her in his own kind of way. I don't know. Let's keep reading. There's something truly terrible inside. I do love the fact that even though the Beast doesn't have any hope of being saved himself, he's pretty much sure that he's kind of done for. He still wants to save Belle before he's completely cursed. But so he is gonna try to get the villagers to help him. It's gonna be kind of the reverse if he can do it. It would be sort of the reverse of what happens in the movie, in the scene where Gaston gathers up all the villagers to go attack the Beast. The Beast is gonna gather them up, hopefully including Gaston, to go save Belle from the asylum. That would be pretty cool. The next chapter is Overheard. Okay, a very short chapter. Two things. One is Belle has figured out who, I guess his name is Dark. I guess it's pronounced Dark. She's found out he's the friend from all those years ago, which I thought we already knew. I think it was pretty obvious. But another thing is they're gonna use her as bait to catch the Beast, because yes, she has no magic. But he's like, no, keep her, because we can catch the Beast. Which they want to do because they experiment on magical things. But that's it for that chapter. The next chapter is The Same Old Town. He's gonna have some hard time convincing people to help him. I feel like he's a beast. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so it really was like the not exact, but the opposite of the scene in the movie. I mean, the Beast even showed everybody Belle in the mirror, just like Belle shows everybody the Beast in the mirror in the movie. That was pretty cool. They are gonna go save Belle. There was a minute there where I was like, is Gaston gonna get redemption in this story? But he really wants to kill the Beast. So as long as he doesn't do that, maybe he is gonna go help save Belle. So yeah, it looks like they're gonna go save Belle, and then the Beast is like, you can do whatever you want to me after we save her, but hopefully we're gonna save him too. We'll see. The next chapter is Escape. That's the thing. Is she gonna be rescued or is she gonna escape herself? Because I feel like she's capable of it. So we'll see. Maybe it'll be a little bit of both. So Belle is started to escape. She started to let everybody out of their cells. I do think it was her mom, somehow with whatever remaining magic she has, who untied her at the beginning of the chapter. But she's letting everybody out, and she found her mom at the very end. So let's keep reading it. The next chapter is Reunion, which I think we've already had a chapter called Reunion. So it is a bit of both. I'm surprised at how much like got done before the angry mob of villagers even got there. Like, everybody is out of the asylum, or mostly everybody is out of the asylum. Belle and her mother and her father are out of the asylum even before they get there. So now they're like colliding. So it's a mix of both a rescue and an escape, which I think the rescue part is going to come in now since they just ran in to our main villain. It does make me a bit nervous the way that as soon as Rosalind and Maurice and Belle were together, she's thinking to herself, this moment might never happen again. Hopefully she's wrong, but she might be right. Also, it's a little bit funny that the whole group of villagers like came there to save Belle, and as soon as Belle sees them, she's like, this isn't gonna end well for me, let's go around them. That's a little bit ironic. Okay, the next chapter is A Tale as Old as Time. The showdown is happening. I mean, that was a really short chapter, and like it stops in the middle of the action as soon as the beast shows up, so let's just keep reading it. The next chapter is All Together. Gaston is just clueless. I mean, he kind of saved the day by killing the villain. It's definitely a twist. I guess he gets to survive in this story. But then to use that as an opportunity to propose once again. The next and final chapter of the whole book is called Endings. First, we have Gaston. Poor misguided Gaston, something I never thought I would say. He is not the favorite son of the village anymore, but at least he gets to survive in this version of the story. So Belle and the Beast are totally in love with each other, which we already knew. And everybody in the castle was saved and uncursed, thanks to the Beast making the sacrifice of choosing them over himself. I also really liked the conversation that Rosalind and Belle had in this chapter. And I really... I'm happy with how it ended. I'm happy with all the characters that are still alive. And I would love a sequel, which is not going to be a thing because that's not how this series works. The Beast is currently not uncursed. However, there is a plan to get him uncursed, and that's why I would love a sequel, because they set up this whole premise of this adventure they're going to go on to get him uncursed, and it sounds awesome, and it's great because Belle wants adventure, and she's got it now. And the last line is so perfect because it talks about almost having a happy ending, which is like, this is almost their happily ever after, because there's still stuff to be done, but it's pretty happy for an ending. I am mostly content with it. Would I like to see him be uncursed? Yes. However, as it was coming down to the wire, I was pretty sure he wasn't going to. So I'm happy there's the chance that he's going to be uncursed. And also the thing is, he has his human mind and soul regained. So it's really just the looks that is the Beast, which is better than when he was having to fight his instincts all the time. But I would like him to be completely uncursed, which he will be eventually. Like, seriously, can we get that book? Please. But let's see, is there anything else I want to say? That last chapter is pretty good. I really like that last chapter. The action scenes when Belle is breaking everyone out of the asylum, those were pretty good. A little bit gross. My favorite chapter of part 3 is probably the last chapter, Endings. That's what I'm gonna go with. And my favorite characters are, of course, Belle and the Beast and Maurice and Rosalind and Mrs. Potts and Chip and Lumiere and Cogsworth, and that's it, I think, for favorite characters. Levi too, but he kept them out of the loop. He knew stuff. I'm just saying. And they kept bringing up how complicated of a character Rosalind is, especially because she has so much power, but also because that's just who she is. And I really enjoyed that, and her as a character, which is why she's on my list of favorite characters, even if she didn't make the best decisions. It doesn't feel like an ending. It does, and it doesn't, because they set it up for more. It was set up for more, but there is no more. Like a novella, something, anything, I would love it. We don't need it, I just want it. What would I rate this book? I think I'm gonna need some time to think about it. I think right now I'm sitting at a 4.5 out of 5 stars. That's what I'm thinking right now. I don't know if you want to see what I ended up giving it. My Goodreads is linked in the description. That's what I'm thinking right now. I really, really enjoyed it a lot. Let me know in the comments what you thought of it, if you read it, if you were reading it with me. It's my favorite twisted tale so far. Like, I just really loved the exploration of the characters in this new narrative. Like, it's something I really appreciated in the Sleeping Beauty one as well. That in Sleeping Beauty, in the movie, for a lot of the movie, it's probably not a lot, but I feel like for part of the movie, she is asleep. We don't get to know her very well, Aurora, our main character. And in the book, we got to explore her character a lot more. In this one, even though these characters are throughout the movie, in this book, in As Old as Time, I feel like we got to delve into so much more of these characters, and like even their like problematic elements. Like, they're not perfect. Like, Belle even acknowledges herself that she like rushes into things and doesn't think about it first, and that is a problem sometimes, which I never thought about in the movie, but she did, because she went to go save her father in this creepy castle with no plan and just rushed headlong in, and it didn't go great for her at the beginning. By the end, everything is fine, but you can see the comparison. I love that is like explored in it. She wants adventure so bad, she doesn't think about the consequences, which from here on out she will, because she learned from her experiences and her mother's experiences. So that's definitely one of my favorite parts of the book, and seeing the Beast's character development as well, and Rosalind's character development. And that's why I loved Rosalind's and Belle's conversation in this last chapter. And I think that's it. So if you liked this video and would like to see me do more every chapter videos, let me know by giving this video a like. I think the next one I'm going to do is going to be a thriller, so stay tuned for that. I have new videos every Tuesday and Friday, so subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thanks for watching. Bye. And that is it. The thing about Twisted Tales, the ones I've read so far, I've read like 3 before this one, I think, because I read the Aladdin one, the Sleeping Beauty one, and I feel like there's another one. Is it this one? Is this the 3rd one? Have I only read 2? I don't know.